Welcome to Room 2610, the podcast with the least amount of technical difficulties.
The podcast with the least amount of rain power.
Rain power?
Brain power?
I thought you said rain power.
I mean, we don't have that either, so I guess.
I don't really know what rain power would do for a podcast.
Make lo-fi beats in the back. Lo-fi.
Actually, yeah, that could help.
I mean, people listen to rain.
Yeah.
I've seen ads on Instagram where they're like, listen to this playlist we made on Spotify, the most relaxing songs. And then I went to it and it was just tracks of rain. It's like, I guess.
Right in the middle, rain, go away.
It's like 7 songs and one of them's just go away.
It's been a minute for us.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Well, no, we recorded these weekly.
Oh yeah, we've recorded every week. We just haven't uploaded every week
it's just
because
fucking
my computer is. But we already talked about that last time. But it's just funny because...
Well, no, here's the thing. It's going to be more confusing because last time we specifically said we would have one out and then we didn't again. So now we have to specify there's 2 weeks that are blank.
But they won't find out until
2 weeks later now.
Makes no sense.
We apologize, but that's just the way it goes sometimes.
We apologize to... Who's listening?
Me and you. God.
I have not checked the stats in a minute, so I don't actually know how many people are listening, but...
I've got a few guests that say they want to be on it.
Yeah.
So, we'll get them on once we actually figure out how to post the other ones finally.
Hopefully soon we'll have one.
Just have a backlog of podcasts.
That can't be uploaded because the computer won't export it.
It's so sad.
It's depressing. But yeah, today is it's a good day. It's a new day.
It's a Monday.
It's Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday. We usually do these on Monday, so I got them. It's a Tuesday,
yeah, we do.
Almost 3 p.m.
Oh.
And I gotta say, I probably got out of bed at like 1 today.
Really?
Yeah.
My alarm went off at 6 and I was like, oh, I can't do this. And I fell asleep and then woke up at 7 instead.
Yeah.
And then I was late for class.
I woke up at 4:30, had to drive home. And then I got home, tried to stay awake at that point because I was like, I got a DoorDash soon. And then I just fell asleep and woke up at 10. And I was like, alright, so I'm not DoorDashing today because I knew we had this. And so then I just lied in bed. And today I was fucking rushing to get out of my house because I was in the awkward. I was in the in my bathroom trying to get the guinea pig water like I told you. And I fucking dropped the thing. It shattered all over the bathroom floor. I was pissed. And as I'm cleaning this up, I realized how like fucking hungry I was. And like I was like, dude, I need food. And I still had to blow dry my hair at this point too. So I was just like, yo, we gotta move it back a bit.
It's just funny because that's the kind of stuff that usually happens to me. And so I was like, all right, I said I'm gonna be there at 2. And like usually I barely make it or I make it like 10 minutes late. And I'm like, all right, I gotta get there on time or I need to get there early. And I was like, all right. I left like an extra like 10, 15 minutes earlier than usual. And I was like, I know something's gonna happen. And I'm like on track to be there so early. I look at my gas tank and it's like 0.
It says 0.
Like it has like these little squares that show how full it is. There's no squares left. Just empty. And I'm like, oh, I don't know how long I've been driving like this. So I take the next exit, go get gas. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna be late. I'm gonna be late. And then you text, hey, can we push it back? I was like, all right, nice.
Let's go.
That works.
I just text you, yo, I got in a wreck. I'm dead. I'm in the hospital. You're like, God damn it.
I'm dead and in the hospital, but I'm still texting you.
I'm a corpse. I'm corpse husband. We got corpse husband on the podcast today.
Super high. No. You said it super high pitch, but then we pitch it back down.
And we just make it super low. We do some weird things with technology.
For real. Yeah, I can't believe how much gas is.
For real.
I swear it was going down for a bit. Because I swear the other day I filled up my tank and I was like, oh, this is cheaper than usual. But today I filled up my tank and it was $47.
$47?
Whoa.
The most mine's ever gotten is like 35.
Really?
Yeah, and maybe because, well, that's like for me 10 gallons.
I don't know how many. I forgot how many gallons mine is. Like my tank lasts a while, but
Yeah.
$47. I was like,
It's so sad.
Usually it's like 41. Like I remember like maybe 2 weeks ago it was like 38, and I was like, whoa.
Let's go.
But now it's 47.
You know, I don't get how, like, I know how it works, like inflation wise, I guess. But I don't understand how like gas prices, they're so flexible that they don't even like put a solid sign up because they constantly change. It's like Bitcoin. They just know it's gonna change.
Yeah.
So they're just like, all right, we're not gonna like make a sign. We're gonna put this little digital clock thing, and that way, it's basically just gonna count up and down constantly.
It's like checking every day for the lottery numbers. Like, all right, how we doing?
Yeah, like, how do they know when to change? Do they change it personally, or does like they all just change like with the system?
I think it's just the system.
Or like, because what if like in the morning the owner has to like look up online like, yo, how much gas today?
He probably gets on like a phone call. He's like, hey, what's the gas price today? Calls up
yo,
Chevron.
Mr. Biden, how much is gas? No, it doesn't make sense to rip for all the teens out there who are just now getting cars and they're just getting fucked immediately.
I mean, rip to everyone who needs gas. Tesla drivers flexing on us.
Tesla's drivers. Even though to get electricity, that comes from a power plant that has to get gas and oil.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I assumed that they had a way to not do that.
No.
That's weird. I mean, I know that there is a way to do it, but
I mean,
maybe it's just more
maybe someone
expensive.
can do it, yeah. But no more fossil fuels, guys.
Do you think that when, you know, in like 100 years, when we all die from nuclear war, do you think like a future like life form will find our fossils in the ground and use us as fuel?
Maybe.
It'd just be like,
honestly, that took so many turns I didn't know where it was going.
Yeah, no, I was struggling to get that sentence out.
Dude, I can see that being a possibility.
Just like dig up all of our bodies, and then it's like, yo, they like figure it's like basically just another form of human, just these little aliens, and they're like, shit, we need something to run our cars. And
it's like actually, it's just humans, but what evolved after nuclear warfare of humans.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, yo, I'm gonna take my ancestors.
And I'm gonna turn them into go-go
honestly
cheese.
Be able to like, what's weird to me is we can harness the power of the sun and we're still using fossil fuels.
I know.
Like, who came up with that? Who looked at the sun, made something metal, and they said, all right, these invisible waves, they're gonna give you power with this metal thing.
I have no clue, dude. It's crazy. I mean, the only way I can think of it is like, I mean, because plants take energy from the sun. But even then, how did they figure out that?
The big metal
plant. I mean, I guess they figured it out because plants die without sun. But like, how did they figure out how to do that? It makes no sense.
Literally harness this ball billions of light years away. I don't know if it's billions, but
I have no clue. But it's giant.
This ball of energy coming at us that takes however many light years to get here.
And they're just like, yeah.
Dude, that means that the energy being
use that to light up my bulb in the house.
I use it to power my phone to watch porn.
One of those crank ones, though.
It's weird how they did shit back then, because sometimes I feel like they were more advanced just by how it worked. And I was like, because like automatic cars and like manual cars, to me it seems more advanced to make a car that you can automatically change rather than a car that just does it. I don't know, like it's just I know it's not, but like when I think about it at like first glance, yeah, but when you think about it, it's like, oh well, with an automatic car, like literally it just figures out by itself how to like shift gears. You don't have to worry about that. But I think I got those mixed up that whole time. I think you did. Someone's gonna be mad. Forget everything we said. It's not how automatics work, bro. I don't know anything about cars. Me neither. Cars and gas. Cars and gas. Dude, do you think we'll ever like, I mean, because isn't it supposed to be like in our lifetime that like we have to get rid of fossil fuels or else like everyone's fucked? I think it's like by the time it's like 2030 if we don't, or some time. I really hope it's not that close. Yeah, no, it's close though. It's like within like 2020 or 2023. 2030. You got 2 years. Wait, how many years? No, okay, never mind. I have 2030. It's probably, I don't even know. It's somewhere around that. That's scary, dude. Yeah, they were like within our lifetime. Then yeah, so everyone do your part. Burn as much plastic as you can.
Thing is, like, they always say, like, do your part, but it's like
My part's so insignificant.
I literally can't make everyone get electric cars. We can't get electric cars because there's only a few companies that make electric cars.
And they're so expensive.
Like if everyone made...
Here's the better way for the environment, but we're gonna make this car out of most people's price range. It's like, why? Why advertise something that people can't buy? Am I right?
It's just weird.
What a thing.
Okay, yeah, it definitely is cheaper to use the fossil fuels, but if we know that it's gonna ruin the environment, I feel like,
dude, it's because Illuminati doesn't care.
Facts.
They're just like, all right.
It's like, I feel like I don't know.
You seen the picture and it has like the, like little plastic toy dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And it's like, if fossil fuel is made out of like fossils and plastic's made out of using fossil fuels, that means those little dinosaurs are made out of dinosaurs.
That's funny.
So those little dinosaurs are real dinosaurs.
Dude, they're real dinosaurs. Dude. They're just a different form.
They're just miniature, like Spy Kids.
Spy Kids
Dude,
dinosaurs.
Have you seen that? Remember the Spy Kids movie where they made like the animals on the island they go to?
I think so.
And the dude had like the miniature versions of them.
Oh yeah.
I always wanted those. He was like, I wanted to make little animals. I wanted to make a little zoo so people could see it. And then it went wrong.
Okay, but what if we made a zoo, but with humans?
But the animals watched us. Technically, that's how it is.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, the animals are just sitting inside and they're just watching all these people. They're like, yo, what's this little kid doing?
Like, look at this guy trapped in a cage of taxes.
He's like, I'm gonna scare him. He like roars at him, starts freaking out.
They got him. I mean, that's probably what the monkeys think. They're probably just looking at us and we're just, whoa, I don't want to touch his feces.
They probably know they could break out at any moment. They're like, all right, y'all are feeding me, so I'm not really gonna leave. And then one day, like, they miss lunch and they're like, all right, fuck this. And then they just jump out and start killing everyone.
All right, I'm about to head out. Zoos are really weird.
They are weird.
Not that I'm 100% against zoos, because, like,
they're fun.
Yeah, like, some of them help the animals, or, like, they're just born there, so they don't know anything. But there's only one cage when I went to the zoo last time that made me sad, and that was the polar bear one.
Oh no!
Because they don't have the polar bears just in like a bear cage. There's no ice. There's no.
Yeah.
I'm sure they cool it down inside, but it was like one of the hottest days that summer, and it just looked like it was suffering.
Yeah, that's sad.
I was like, this polar bear needs like snow.
Dude, the same thing happened when I was in Mexico. They have penguins at the aquarium. Dude, it's so hot there.
What the hell? Yeah, no.
And like, yeah, they keep it cool, but it's definitely not like.
If the power goes out or something happens, those penguins are gone, bro.
Yeah. You seen that video of the penguin? He's like walking around. It looks like they're in like suburbs, and this penguin's walking around with this dude, and the caption, or it's like a Snapchat, and the text says, "Homie woke up in the wrong place." The penguin just like looking around.
Dude, that'd be weird. Yeah, no, but zoos are very strange.
It is weird, like.
I think anywhere that you go just to pay to look at animals is weird. Like, it's cool and like fun, but it's like, well, look at that one.
You just captured it. It's like Pokemon with no fighting. Sometimes there's fighting.
Sometimes it's humans versus the animal, but
it's crazy.
It's like, how the fuck they get elephants here?
Yeah, that's like,
well, because I'm pretty sure at actually some point they just start breeding them inside.
Yeah, but you gotta get the first like. And it's weird when they transfer animals between zoos. It's like...
Dude, Madagascar taught us how.
Oh, yeah.
They put them in the crates. They make a really long crate for the giraffes, and they just lay them there. And then you have to shove sticks up their ass
imagine shipping, driving the truck that just has a giraffe in it.
Driving it down Bangor.
You miss your exit, you're like, whoa.
Whoopsie, you gotta take the next... You couldn't even make a U-turn with that.
They've,
figured out a way how to modify your penis.
No, but I wish. They've announced the new Mario movie.
Let's go. I mean, let's go.
Let's go. But it's a very interesting cast.
I only know Chris Reynolds. Or is that his name?
No.
Brad Pitt? No, not Brad Pitt.
No.
Chris
Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt is Mario.
Is it an animated or live action?
It's gonna be animated.
Okay.
If it was live action, it'd be so weird.
So my brain was like, I'm sure they're gonna do animated because no way they're gonna have Chris Pratt running around with a Mario suit. Might as well just get Elon Musk for that.
Dude, that would be so funny.
If they don't have Elon Musk as Wario, bro.
That'd be perfect, dude. That'd be so funny. But not Chris Pratt is Mario. Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong.
Seth Rogen's in it?
Seth Rogen is gonna be Donkey Kong.
God.
Jack Black is Bowser.
See, it's gonna be a terrible movie.
Oh no, it's gonna be great.
Be great
It's
for the
gonna be-
actors in it.
Yeah, no, that's... Thing is, like, an animated Mario movie, right? Because I saw a bunch of comments that are like, oh, you guys need to make the original Mario voice actor as, like, the person who voices it. But I was like, he only does... Whenever that guy plays Mario, he only does a few clips of him saying a few words. Yeah. Like, if that voice of Mario talks for, like, an hour, that'd be so annoying.
That would be.
A high-pitched Italian stereotype accent.
Welcome back to Room 2610.
Yeah. That'd be awful.
Today we're gonna be talking about the new Mario movie.
Exactly. It'd be
Dude,
terrible.
Cast me for Mario. I did auditions, don't worry.
It'd be like... it's still weird to think of Chris Pratt.
It is.
But I'm gonna watch it. It's gonna be great.
It's weird because the animation that they put in like the poster, you can see his hair. It looks just like the game. So it looks like you're just gonna be in a movie theater watching somebody play a Let's Play of Mario. What if the whole thing's a 2D platformer? Or they make it like just 3D Mario and it's just they always hold the stance like when they're standing there.
I wonder what it's gonna be about. I feel like that's what's gonna really make. Because if they actually give it like a good plot, I feel like those actors would be good for it then.
They better do something like ironically funny, not just like, oh, Princess Bitch was captured.
Yeah, it's got to be something else.
They gotta do like
one of their RPG Mario games. Like those have like a story like that would be good.
Or if they like reference other Mario movies, like it becomes Paper Mario for a minute.
Yeah, that's what I was
like
thinking.
Things like that would make it cool.
Dude, I'd watch a Paper Mario movie.
That'd be kind of sick.
It would be sick.
Paper Mario.
What if it turns into like this big like a movie series and like they have like 10 different movies? It's like super deep lore.
Bigger than Star Wars.
And it's just like Mario traveling through all these worlds and stuff. He goes to space. He like
Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, Mario Galaxy. Yeah, Mario Galaxy.
Pretty sure in the games he's done pretty much everything.
He has.
Is there a game where you can play as Mario but you're actually just a plumber? Like it's just plumbing.
Probably not.
Plumbing simulator Mario though.
Do you think there's gonna be a scene in it where they race go-karts?
Probably. I mean, they gotta do something like that. They gotta reference the games.
Dude, Mario Party?
Mario Party. Like, yo, Luigi, bring the alcohol. We having the party.
Chris Pratt saying that.
I can't think of Chris Pratt doing a Mario impression.
But that's the thing is he gonna try to do like an Italian accent? Is he just gonna be talking the way he usually talks?
Thanos.
Fucking hate you, Thanos. I love the memes now. There's so many there's clips of like Guardians of the Galaxy and it's like Super Mario Galaxy and him shooting.
Oh yeah. Or it's like, whoa, Chris Pratt has 4 Lego sets. And it's Mario, Jurassic, Guardians, and then another one.
What is the other one? Mario, Jurassic, Guardians.
I don't fucking remember. What is
the fuck? I know that there's another one.
Chris Pratt in Parks and Rec was probably my favorite role he's ever done. I don't know if you've seen that.
I've only seen a little bit.
He's in that, and that's probably the best I've ever seen him in. He's funny. But as a Mario, it's got me a little confused.
Dude, the trailer thing where they introduce all the people, when the guy introduces Chris Pratt, he's like, and playing the voice of Mario will be Chris Pratt. He's so cool. It's just like,
he's such a cool guy.
Such a cool guy.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm definitely gonna see the movie.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna watch it. It's gonna be
like the Sonic movie. You're gonna see it just to see.
Yeah,
how bad
I feel
it
like I really hope they do it good, like the way they did in like Detective Pikachu, because I don't know, Ryan Reynolds was like the perfect voice for that.
I've never seen that yet.
No, it's pretty good. And they gave because like Pikachu doesn't have like a personality. He's just fucking Pikachu.
Yeah.
But like they gave him a personality in that movie, and it was funny.
In that movie, is it actually Pikachu? Or is it like Ash's Pikachu?
No, it's just like a different Pikachu. It's like,
I figured.
It's weird. I think I kind of forgot the plot. I just remember his dad goes missing. I think his dad turned into Pikachu. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think his dad like turned into Pikachu.
Dude, spoiler alert.
I can't remember.
Maybe spoiler alert.
Dude, I can't remember.
Yeah, no, they definitely.
Or
got
maybe he
some,
just gained the ability to talk. I don't remember.
they definitely got some good movies coming out. By good movies, I just mean movies that I want to see.
Yeah, we don't know if they're good yet.
Yeah, they have a lot of like remakes and sequels coming up for like Scream. They have a Scream 5 coming out. They have a new Friday the 13th. I think is going to be made. A new Halloween's coming out.
Dude, it's almost October.
New Freddy.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria?
Dude, we still need a Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
I know.
Chris Pratt is Freddy, confirmed.
Right, but who's gonna be the office worker, like the security guard guy? Who's gonna be office or not? I keep saying office.
Dude, Markiplier's gonna be the security guy.
Oh yeah, dude, I'd watch that, dude. If Markiplier was in a Five Nights at Freddy's movie, that'd be so funny.
Markiplier, I haven't watched his stuff in a long time. I used to watch him a lot, but I feel like if he was actually in a movie like that, he'd be like he would actually like be a good role for it.
Probably would.
Because he takes whatever he does really seriously.
Yeah.
Markiplier.
Dude, it would be so funny too. Like they just get all these animatronics, they're just trying to kill him.
Yeah, that'd be.
What if they killed Markiplier in the movie?
They actually killed him.
Like it's rated R, he just dies.
I want to see like a dream Minecraft YouTuber going to like an R-rated like slaughter film, but he's still like
Dream
like, his
does face reveal.
Dream does face reveal.
What if they put that in theaters? It was like a 5-minute face reveal. And
You
they
go.
put that. You had to buy a ticket.
You have to watch all of his Manhunt videos.
Only
first.
in Cinemark XD.
You can feel the seats move when he takes it off. You're like with his mask, like
There's like that bass, like when he's revealing, it's like. And he lifts it up, and everyone in the theater's just clapping.
He's like, ah,
Let's fucking go.
let's go. Dream as Princess Peach.
I forgot who was gonna be Princess Peach. Oh, they also had. Oh, who was gonna be the Toad?
Oh yeah,
They had someone for Toad, and I can't remember who it was.
See, I kept seeing all the memes of like who's gonna be everyone, and I didn't know what was real. And
Yeah,
what
there's
wasn't.
so many memes of just like. Because there's the memes of like The Rock.
Oh yeah, so rocking.
It says Dwayne Johnson as Thwomp. Those little things that fall on you.
Dude, that'd be so funny.
Just the fact that Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong though.
So that means it's gonna probably. It's gonna be so. Because Donkey Kong and Bowser in the same movie.
I know.
It's gonna be like this is just King Kong versus Godzilla.
Dude, they should have just made like a. They're making the Smash Cinematic Universe at this point. They got the Pikachu, now they're doing Mario.
And they got Sonic out.
They got Sonic, dude.
They have Pokemon
None of-
already.
like instead of Avengers Endgame, like in 5 years we're gonna have Super Smash Bros. The movie.
Super Smash Bros.
They're all gonna
start game.
They're all gonna like fight each other, and then they're gonna go fight Master Hand.
That'd be
Dude,
fucking
what if it was
sick.
like no? What if it was like a Mortal Kombat kind of thing where they have to go into a tournament and they like
Dude.
have to fight? That'd be sick.
That would be honestly pretty cool.
But it would be kind of weird with like the Sonic from the Sonic movie.
Hey Mario, how you doing?
Would be cool though.
Dude, they just make a Sonic versus Mario Olympic Games into a movie.
Oh man.
I think it is weird when they've turned like games into movies. Like any game into a movie. It's just like
Yeah.
because you never know if they're gonna take like a joking form of it and like reference the game too much, or if they're just gonna make it like a movie that just
like-
has like it's about the game kind of.
Yeah, it's either gonna be like Pixels where it was just like the fuck.
Yeah. Or it's gonna be like fucking Rage, which I never saw, so I guess I can't talk.
I'd say probably the best video game movie I saw was Detective Pikachu. It's pretty good. It
Yeah.
wasn't like
What came-
amazing.
Did the show come first or the games?
I think the games came first. I think that's where they got the idea for Detective Pikachu. I never played it though.
I just meant like TV show, like Pokemon the show, like the
What do you
original
mean?
show. Like
Oh.
Did that come before the games?
No,
or-
the games came
Oh,
first.
okay.
I think they made the show. I think they were already like planning on making a show, like right as they were making the games. But the games were first.
And they tried to make Bakugans into a show. That was weird.
It was weird. It was weird because like, didn't they like start like they usually are in like the real world, and then like when they start rolling, they turn into like some phantom realm.
Yeah,
like,
they're like, we have entered the phantom realm.
It made no sense, and I was like, what?
And like the world around them freezes or something while they fight.
It was weird.
I remember one episode. It was a two-parter, double whammy, and the world froze and got stuck frozen, and they couldn't unfreeze it or something. It was some problem like that. I can't even name a single Bakugan actually.
Me neither. I don't know the names.
Ever learned a name? Do they have names?
I'm pretty sure they have names.
Red ball, go!
Red blue balls.
Blue ball, go!
Attack you with my blue balls. The show I did like as a kid was the Beyblade show. That theme song was so good. Beyblade, let it rip.
I never watched the show. I just
Dude, I watched it. And dude, I became like. I remember because this show like is centered around this guy, and I can't remember his name now, but he had the Pegasus Beyblade. It was the blue one, and like
the blue waffle.
the bad guy, or like the antagonist, was this other kid who had the Draco or the Drago Beyblade. The Drake. He had the Drake blade, and
I'm gonna cut myself with
dude,
a
it got
blade.
so intense, like because for some reason in the show, like in the show, the Draco Beyblade spins to the left instead of to the right, and for some reason that makes it super powerful in the show.
Dude, when you go left.
And there's like this intense scene where it's like Pegasus versus Draco, and they like basically have like these shadow things that are like fighting while the tops are hitting each other. It's so weird.
In the show, were the tops like alive?
Yeah, they were like, it was weird because the tops are spinning, but they also have like these like spirit things that like pop out of them and start fighting.
Damn. Yeah, I never watched the show either.
And I remember because of it, I only wanted to have the Pegasus Beyblade. Like, I had other ones, but the only one I wanted to use was that one. So when I went to school and fought against my friends, I tried using it. But you know how they have like different types of Beyblades? There was like an attack one, there's like a stamina, or like a defense.
I know, there was different types.
Dude, I was obsessed with Beyblades.
Apparently, bro.
And then, like, it was all dependent on like what metal pieces were on it and what the bottom part was that it was spinning on.
Oh yeah.
And the one Pegasus one was like attack or whatever. And so all that meant was that when you made it spin, it moved around a lot and it was really fast, but it wouldn't spin for very long. So if it got hit like once, it would just fall. and I would went against like my friend who had like I don't know what kind it was.
DPS, bro.
But it like all his did was stay in the center the whole time, and it would spin forever. No matter how many times my thing hit it, mine just stopped spinning.
Bro.
I had to like rip it as hard as I could in order for it to actually like do anything.
Rip the bong? Nah. Rip the Beyblades.
Hell yeah. That's my Beyblade rant.
Fucking customized Beyblades. Dude. Okay, I think we should talk about the elephant in the room here.
I mean the spider in the room?
Spider in the room. We've been recording with a guest with us. I don't know how to make you visualize this, but up near the ceiling on the wall, there is a spider around the size of probably like a dime or a quarter.
It's kind of scary.
And, or I guess nickel or a quarter.
It hasn't moved the entire time we've been
It
recording.
might be dead or it's just watching us.
I don't think it would be dead. How would it just stay there?
They can still stick when they die, can't they?
I don't know.
I don't think their stick is something they have to activate. Well, how do they not stick?
How do spiders crawl on walls?
How does anything crawl on walls? They just stick, bro.
I guess it's just because they don't have any weight, so then their friction can actually keep them attached to the wall.
Like flies? How do they just fly and land on a fucking ceiling? It's weird,
Dude,
but
I
it's
might watch a
strange.
video. I'm sure there's a video on it. I'm gonna look it up later.
I'm pretty sure it's just like the pads in them.
Yeah, and
Like
they don't weigh
geckos can
anything.
walk on
Because
the
like,
wall.
we would have to be super, super sticky, like in order to.
Oh yeah.
But they don't have to be that sticky because they're not heavy.
That's why you can like pull flies. Like they don't like. It's not like you're pulling up a sticker.
Yeah. Imagine just.
I don't know when anyone's ever grabbed a fly to pick it up.
Yeah, I don't know if you could. It'd have to be dead.
But yeah, no. Yeah, they just have like little sticky paws.
Yeah, there's a scary spider in the corner, and
He's been sitting there this whole time watching us.
Yeah, he just wants to hear the podcast, but I think he also wants to participate.
So, I mean, let's give him a second to talk.
Damn, didn't realize the spider was so racist.
Dude, what a racist spider.
Good thing we're white, right?
So anyway,
We're not white.
I'm doing good today though. Woke up, haven't been in a bad mood this weekend. Been pretty eventful. It was my birthday last Friday or Thursday, I don't remember.
Kenyon was born.
I was born at some point. Maybe, I don't know.
Kenyon's gonna be born next birthday.
You can't prove that.
I can't.
But yeah. When you have divorced parents, it means you get twice as many dinners. And it's twice as confusing.
Twice as confusing. Damn, divorce jokes hit real. Oh,
dude,
man.
How do you know a couple is divorced?
Oh.
I don't know.
What the fuck?
I thought by the time you said how I could think of a punchline, but I couldn't.
I was immediately like, how?
How could you figure out people are divorced?
Ask.
Hey, mister, is this your wife or is this your side piece? Am I right?
Is this...
Is this your wife or is this the hot one?
Oh, man.
Women jokes.
Dude, this morning, I was going to school, and I pull up to the parking garage, and as I'm going in, this kid just like decides you're not supposed to cross in front of the entrance to the parking garage. Like,
Yeah,
there's a like on the sidewalk. On the sidewalk, it says like end of like you're not supposed to walk that way. You're supposed to go around.
Yeah.
For some reason, right as I'm pulling into the garage, this kid just yeets his way over. And he was going pretty fast. He wasn't running, but he was speed walking.
Well,
and I
to be
was
fair,
like,
you were late, meaning he was late.
I mean, everyone's things start at different times. I don't know. I mean,
Oh,
he might have
that's
been.
true.
He might have been late, but I mean, man's is just going, and I'm like, dude, there's not even any classrooms over there. That's just more parking garage. And he just walks over.
Forgot the weed in his bag, bro.
Probably. And he just walks in, and I'm like, what? I was like, I'm glad that I didn't hit you, but I kind of wanted to hit you, not gonna lie.
When you can't shit in school bathrooms, so you gotta go out into the woods. So you gotta go to the parking lot.
I will say, I'm more comfortable taking a shit in college.
Oh, you finally changed that?
Huh?
We talked about it before, and you said you couldn't do it.
No, that's because there was a ton of people, but I found a bathroom that I'd never seen people in that bathroom.
Dude, that's good.
It's pretty
I'm glad
nice.
you can shit now.
Yeah.
It makes me feel good.
Last time was just pissing, though. But it's weird, like, there's certain areas... For some reason, I just assumed that, like, every area would be pretty busy, but for some reason, at different times of the day, like, there's just more people in certain areas. I don't know why, but there is. And so I found this bathroom that, like, if I need to go, I'll just go to that one, because usually there's not anyone using it.
People just spawn.
Next time I go in, it's just full of people. All pulling devious licks.
Oh boy. You walk in, everyone's grabbing something. It's like Heist Con from Rick and Morty. Dude, when you were in Mexico, somebody really pulled a devious lick on your car.
What?
When you got robbed.
Oh, I mean, they didn't take the car, they took our stuff.
They pulled a devious lick on your shit.
Yeah. And what did they post it? They're just like, yo, look all this shit I got.
That's something I feel like would happen nowadays. Like, that's what happens nowadays. They're like, yo, I just committed this fucking felony. Check it out, TikTok.
Check it out, TikTok. Give me those likes.
Give me that clout. I'll be in prison next week.
The thing is, like, what's the point of it? What do you get?
The item you stole.
Okay, but they're not stealing anything that's very good.
No, they're just stealing like a fucking like paper towel rack.
It's like, why couldn't we just like, I don't know.
Dude, we pull some devious licks. We stole almost every napkin some days.
True, we did steal some napkins. I mean, it wasn't stealing it though, because it was just there for everyone to use.
Dude, that paper towel was there for everyone to use.
but we didn't take all the napkins. We left napkins for other people to use.
Some days we took more than a decent amount.
I mean, we were chilling though. But the thing is, we did it for fun. We didn't do it for clout. We didn't post it.
True.
We weren't like, yo, I'm a fucking badass because I took
the
paper
napkins.
towel dispenser. No. We took our napkins so we could fill up a locker as a joke because it was fun.
Locker 666.
Yeah, and locker 666 because for some reason locker 666 just needed to be filled up to the top with
We had to
napkins.
block it so the devil couldn't get out.
We got a lot of napkins. Like if you take even just a little bit of napkins from the school every day and just throw it in your locker, it stacks up over time.
Dude, equity.
That is, I was gonna say, dude, that's a financial lesson. Save just a little bit every day, and you'll be stacked.
A couple stack of napkins, and you'll be stacked by the time you graduate. All right.
Like it got to the point that like,
Dude, that's what we should have done senior year. You just take napkins, and then by the time you graduate and you get your own apartment, you don't have to buy napkins for like a year.
oh, shit. That could have been actually like super useful.
Yo, no napkins.
No
I saved 75 cents this week. Those people that like save coupons just to go like coupon shopping and save like $20. Like $20 is a lot, I guess. But some of them, they're like, yo, this coupon gets me 45 cents off this 2 cans of beans.
It's like, damn. Were you already gonna eat those beans, or are you only eating those beans because you saved 45 cents?
Yeah, like, is this what you're shopping for, what you wanted, or are you only shopping because that's just what happened to be in the magazines today? I need to know.
I think there's people that do both.
Probably.
Like either one, yeah.
Never understood hoarders.
It gets to a point, like, the thing is, I'll collect stuff or I'll just have trash or like stuff in my car or my room.
Oh, yeah.
And like at a certain point, it's like, all right, yeah, I need to clean up. I'm not.
Yeah, mine's
I'm
like
not
the
happy.
laziest thing. It's not like I'm like, this Apple Core brought me peace 2 years ago.
It's like, it's not even like, for me, it's the same. It's like, oh, I'll do that later. Like, I don't feel like it. And then it's like, okay.
And then when it gets to a point where it's out of hand, you're like, all right.
It's like, all right, I'm uncomfortable in my environment. I need to clean up.
But like, some people, like, they have like children, and they're just like, nah, these dirty diapers, every single one of them brought tears to my eyes.
It's weird. They keep all the stuff based on just because it has value to them for some reason. Even
I mean,
though
as a kid, I used to do that, I guess, like with some okay, I guess I can't talk because as a kid, I would collect like pretty much anything, like popsicle sticks, and because I'd be like, I had this popsicle stick on this day that I did this, so I'd like save them. But then I grew out of that. At the point, I was like, hey, that's just called being psychotic.
Yeah, no, when you're a kid, it's fine. But when you're like 40-something years old and your entire house is filled with
and some of them even
Chinese fortune cookies, like
some of them know it's a problem too. They're just like, yeah, I really need to clean, and then like they get like the company to come clean it all, like in like TV shows, you know.
Yeah.
And the whole time they're just like, no, you can't
take this one. You can't take this one.
Madam, this is a bag of dead cats. Like, no, those are all my fluffies. It's crazy.
It's so weird, and they collect like every single little thing. They'll just have like, oh, I have all these newspapers. It's like, we're gonna read the news from before.
Like, I think my grandma had a box of newspapers, and she had a box. Had a newspaper from the actual like 9/11.
See, but that's one.
Yeah, that's like if you collect newspapers, like make it like a newspaper that you're gonna like it's had an important date or something. Don't just be like, all right.
School board decides to increase budget by 5%. It's like, what?
It's like,
why'd you keep this one? Because my children went to that school and it benefited them.
Because this one has a typo. See, the N is gone.
It's worth $10.
It's worth $10 on Craigslist.
No, they're just selling it to other hoarders.
There's two kinds of hoarders. Because there's the hoarders that attach everything, and then there's the hoarders that are like, if I get all these action figures, then in like 20 years they'll be worth something. It's like, I'm pretty sure nowadays that's not true at all. Because nothing's made like how it was, and nothing's made like limited really. And if it is, then everyone already gets it to sell it later, so it never grows in price. Because that's what makes toys back then so expensive. Because like no one had that idea yet, so they were like, this Star Wars character isn't gonna be worth anything. So a lot of kids would break them or lose them or throw them away. And then if you had it nowadays, it's like this rare toy.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like that kids, even though kids are still breaking all theirs, all the adults are just buying extra ones anyway before they're out of production.
And so it's just like, well, it's not going to make anything worth anything.
It'll probably go up, but it's going to take a lot longer.
Yeah, and that's why you just can't even like predict that stuff anymore, because like you don't know what's gonna go up.
Yeah, you don't know what's gonna be rare because right now there's tons of it. It's not rare right now, so you don't know how long it'll take.
And I don't even know why toys get rare. Like, why is there a market for like again like Star Wars toys like from back then? Like, why do people want those so bad that they're worth millions?
I don't know.
Like it doesn't click in my brain. But yeah.
If you collect anything, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
If your house has mountains of trash, get help.
Okay, if it's like trash, that's the other thing is like a lot of it's just trash that they hoard.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the show like Hoarders, you know, and like there was a lady whose backyard was literally just like the fucking Alpines of trash. You know, Mount Everest back there.
Struggling to get to the top.
Just for real. It's just like, how do you like still have neighbors? Like it's gotta smell, it's gotta look trash, it's gotta be so hard for anyone to sell a house on that street.
Yeah, it's because yeah, it's gonna be terrible.
At that point the CDC comes in, they're like, this is where COVID started.
It's like, all right, we're quarantining you here. If you want to keep all your stuff, fine, but don't leave, please.
Do you think if we talk about COVID a lot, or like say COVID a lot on the podcast, we'll get like one of those little stickers on our video? It's like, get information about COVID.
Probably will.
It's weird how Instagram does that, because like
everything, if you even mention it, even if you haven't mentioned it, sometimes it'll still be there.
Yeah, and like it's because like they somehow see the post or something, because like
I have no clue.
Literally like I got a black screen, I wrote like on Snapchat, just wrote COVID-19 or something, so like shitty letters, I posted it, and then that sticker came up. I was like, how did you know?
That's crazy. I mean, the way that they find a lot of this stuff out is just because like when you agree to their terms or services, whatever, they use your information to teach the AI how to figure that stuff out. But like with Google, like with the CAPTCHA stuff, the reason they show all the street signs and like stoplights and stuff is to help develop their self-driving cars. They use all that information so it figures out what's actually a stoplight.
I think I figured out a proof of mine that proves your phone is always being tracked.
Oh, it definitely is.
Well, it definitely is. But here's how one way I confirmed it myself. Was, you know how if you look on Google Maps sometimes, like the road would be red due to like traffic there or something?
Yeah.
And it's like, how does it know that? Because sometimes, like, it's not like they have satellites looking down.
Oh yeah, no, they know.
It's because they can see when
how many people
phones
are there,
slow down.
Yeah.
Like, because even at like sometimes there's like a left turn that takes a while. Like
the spider moved.
Oh,
dude,
shit.
yo.
Okay, so Spider's alive.
Dude, he is moving.
That's a big move my bags.
I'm not taking these spiders home.
For real, he's gonna lay eggs in there.
Dude, sorry to interrupt you. That spider spooked me.
Oh, he's chilling closer now. He's trying to get on. But what the fuck was I talking about?
That they.
Oh yeah.
Google can see.
Yeah,
your
it's
phone.
like because sometimes left turns, like it's just like a slow left turn due to cars.
Yeah.
And so I saw that it was red there, and I was like, "There's only like 2 cars," but that's just because they can see that people slow down. So in their AI, it says, "Oh, traffic."
Yeah.
So they track your phone immediately, or intimately, not intimately.
Intimate. I mean, it's pretty intimate.
Sexually.
They know like everything you do.
With your phone, they know everything.
The thing is, like, it's not something to worry about a lot. Like, especially right now, just because, like, only certain people,
That's what I don't understand, is people like, they can see us, oh, the government's watching us. It's like, yeah, but what does that matter? Like, as long as you don't do anything illegal, like, you're not doing anything illegal, what are you freaking out about?
It's like, well, then they can make certain things illegal, and then they'll track us, and they'll be like, okay, but let's be real here. Like, if they're gonna be spying on anyone through their phones, it's gonna be like important people.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's not like they're like just spying on like you while you're taking a shower. Maybe, but
maybe. But some FBI is getting freaky, dude.
I'm sure they have like, they profile people like probably racially, let's be honest, and they watch people based on like certain like academics like that,
yeah,
or demographics like that. But
thing is a lot of what it tracks is already just AI based.
Yeah.
It just figures out on its own, and they just tell the AI to do certain things based on what it knows.
That's weird.
So like, that's what they do with Instagram. They're like, all right, well, we want people to stay on the app, so we need you to figure out what this person likes, show them different things, and whatever they look at the longest, start showing them more things like that.
Yeah, because even if you don't like things, as long as you look at it or click on it, they like gets it.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not that worried. I mean, what are they gonna do? Start changing all my DoorDash orders when I'm trying to work?
Like, hey, he skipped that one.
He skipped
Put him
that
on
one.
break.
I don't know. I don't think anything.
I think it's weird that once like we got into this age of like all that stuff, you know, a couple years back, or I guess more than a couple years back, for a while now. They just had these like, there's a log of you in every aspect somewhere.
Yeah.
Like if you did anything remotely like bad in their like in life, and they had to figure out like when or where or what.
Yeah.
They could just be like, all right, so here we can see that 6 years ago you were on your phone at this time, and then you went here, and it's like, what?
It's just insane.
Like they can. That's why. And also it's like it's kind of a benefit, I guess, because it's hard for people to get away with things now. It's like somebody murders, they have to be.
They'll probably post it on TikTok. Let's be real.
Just killed my wife. Gotta go play some pool with the boys.
Just pulled the most devious murder.
Just pulled the most diabolical murder. That'd be funny. No, it wouldn't be funny, but. Yeah, no. It'd be so hard to kill somebody nowadays, because like.
It already is. That's why there's
like you couldn't take your phone. You couldn't. You'd have to have an alibi. You'd have to do all these things.
You'd have to do all these things, and then they would bring into question like, okay, where were you? You'd be like, oh, I was here. They're like, why didn't you have your phone?
We'd have to put your phone somewhere that you would be, and then it'd be like, his phone says he was here, but his phone was inactive this whole time. So it's like,
yeah,
got him there.
Got him there. And yeah, that is just crazy. Like, and there is problems with that kind of stuff. I mean, you've seen stuff in like China, they have like facial recognition stuff, but I mean, at the end of the day, what am I gonna do?
Yeah. Make a difference. Do your part.
Do my part. Do your part. Fart on the government.
Do your part and fart.
I need to sneeze now.
How long have we been running?
Oh, my nose, dude.
Can you sneeze on the mic?
I can't sneeze.
Can you sneeze on the spider?
Dude, that's scary, because then my mouth would be open. What if it jumped in my mouth?
Yeah. Wait, why do you sneeze with your mouth open?
Your mouth opens when you sneeze, right?
But you make a kiss, don't you? Like,
achoo. Or maybe when I'm like inhaling.
You suck it in.
Oh, I've eaten a bug on accident before. It's been bad.
Yeah, I remember I had I put the hose. That looked weird. I put the hose in my mouth, and I'd like, you know, let the water just. I was doing that, and then at one point I took it out, and then I was sitting there, and I felt like something in my gums, and I like put my finger and I like take it out, and it was like a queen bee, like with wings and everything just falls out, and I was like, what the fuck? And it just started crawling. I was like, ugh. Little me was crying.
Yesterday I went to the bank and
robbed it.
No, so basically like
the devious lick.
I should pulled a devious lick at the bank the other day. But nah.
Still 2 suckers.
Basically last week I was applying for a credit card because I was like, I think I'm gonna get one now. I feel like I'm good enough to just get a credit card. So I applied. They approved me. I did it all online. But then I got a call. They're like, hey, we need you to come in to verify your ID because for some reason it wouldn't verify online.
Probably
so I was like,
Mexican.
Probably. So I go to the bank and I go and like talk to this dude. I'm like, hey, can I like, they told me this, and he's like, okay, yeah, go with this lady. He points to some lady. He's like, go over there and she can help you out. And she was like the only one available. And as I'm walking up to her, she picks up the phone and she gets on a phone call, and I'm standing there so awkwardly. It's like, I didn't know what to do, but she was facing the opposite way, so she couldn't see me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just standing there. I was like, do I sit down? Do I say something? Do I go back? What am I supposed to do here? So I just keep standing there.
Yeah.
And finally she turns around, but she's still on the phone, and she's like, 1 second. She asked me what I need, and I told her. She's like, it's gonna be
yeah,
she just
cover the phone.
She covered the phone, and then I was like, She was like, you can go wait over there and then just wait for the next available person. And I was like, oh, okay.
Why did I have to talk to you?
I was like, I thought you were the next available person, but so I'm waiting. And then she finishes her phone call. She's like, I'm done, you can come back. And I was like, I go. And something I forgot to say was that this entire thing was happening in Spanish. They sent me with someone who speaks primarily Spanish. And I speak Spanish, right? But my default is English because that's my first language. And I figured out very quickly that her first language is Spanish because that was her default.
Oh.
So she starts talking to me in Spanish, and my brain doesn't like flip yet. And I'm trying to figure out what she just said, and I'm like, huh? And then she keeps going, and I realize I figure out what's happening. But then she starts talking about the credit card and like all this other stuff. And like I know Spanish, but like I just grew up learning it at home, so I didn't learn how to say things about like finances and like in Spanish. So I was like, I don't know what you're saying. She was like, you don't speak Spanish? I was like, I've never gone to the bank in Spanish. I don't even go to the bank. I don't even know what they're saying in English. So she explains it to me in English. I'm like, I still don't get it, but I just need the credit card.
I think I'm ready for it. I don't understand anything, but I need
because
it.
for some reason she was like, why do you need the credit card? I was like, oh, I'm just trying to start building credit. Oh, she's like, oh, if you want to start building credit, she was like, you could get she's like, another thing that would help is if you get like a personal loan or a auto loan. I was like, I don't want a loan. I don't need a loan.
Yeah, no.
I'm not trying to go into debt.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
get your credit up if you pay it back, but like.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do that right now. And she was like,
oh, go.
She was just like, okay, she gives me the credit card, and I'm like, is there anything else I gotta do? Like, do I gotta sign anything? Cause like she's like, no, just go. I was like, all right, see ya.
Gave it to you.
It was awful.
Mom has a proud owner of a credit card now.
Dude, and the whole time she was on her computer trying to find my information, she was asking me, she's like, so you work at DoorDash? And I was like, yeah. And she starts asking me all these questions about DoorDash.
Oh, I hate when people do that.
She's like, because I really wanted to start doing it. And I'm like,
yeah, I hate it. Because they're like, how is that? I want to start doing it. I'm like, then do it.
I was like, then Google it. If you're not able to figure it out yourself, there's no way you're going to be able to do it.
I found like, oh, they're like, how does it work? How do you schedule? Where does your money go? You do taxes? I'm like, bro. Make sure you save taxes. I'm like, no shit.
No shit. I already figured that out.
Yeah. No, it's annoying. But I was gonna say, I think I heard this from someone or something. I don't know how credible they are.
Yeah, don't take any of what I just said about the loan thing as advice, because I don't know if she was speaking facts. Like,
yeah,
go figure it. Go to a bank and figure it out.
Go online and listen to an Indian guy. But no, someone said a good way to get your credit up was to use the credit card to buy gas, and then just pay it off quickly. Yeah. So that way, like, because isn't credit built on like just how well you pay back, not how much?
Yeah, basically what I learned this at school. This is one of the only things I actually learned about finances in school.
Finlit.
But I wasn't like 100% sure if what the teacher told me was like accurate. So like I went onto Google and I searched up, and I could still be wrong, but what I learned basically was at least with credit cards, like to build up credit. I mean, it's based off like different factors to figure out how well you are at paying stuff back, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's like if you're getting a credit card, basically what I learned is you get the credit card, and basically you don't use the credit card to buy anything that you don't have the money for. Because technically it's someone else's money, so you got to pay them back. And all you do is you use it to buy things, like you could use gas. Yeah, you use it for gas. You use it when you go to the movies or something. And then before the end of the month, you pay all of it at once. You don't pay like the minimum payment that they ask you for. You pay all of it what you spent.
So it'd be kind of like
that way you don't gain any interest.
Yeah, so it's kind of like with the money you have, like say you have 100 and something costs 50, put 50 aside, use your credit card, and then at the end of the month pay that 50.
Yeah, basically.
And then it's like you're good for credit.
Yeah, basically they just want to know that you're able to pay it back.
Yeah, and then when you need to buy a house, your credit score is going to be good if you keep it like that.
Yeah.
And then you just never pay it back.
That's what I understood about it. And it was so confusing because I kept talking to a bunch of other people and they were like, no, you gotta do this. They're like, every month it'll tell you the minimum you gotta pay. They're like, just pay that amount. And then I was like, but doesn't it gain interest on the rest of it that you didn't pay? And
they always tell you the minimum, but like you want to pay the maximum.
Yeah, because then you get interest on the stuff you didn't pay. And they were, but my friend, like, there was a other person that was trying to tell me, they were like, nah, but then it's okay if you gain interest because then it shows them that you're able to pay off things that have interest. I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but it's like if you can't, you're fine.
I was like, why do I want to get interest? From what I saw online, that's not true.
Yeah, don't listen to this part with a heart that we're teaching you. Listen to it as if we're learning with you. We're just spreading words from other people, all right?
It's just confusing.
TM.
It's just weird that like society and like just everything has evolved so much to the point that we have something like credit scores.
Yeah, that's really weird.
It's super weird because like you think
I mean,
like
what was
1,000
it,
years ago they barely even had like money. They probably
They
didn't
had
even have
money.
like a lot of money. It was just like, all right, I'll trade you my corn for some of that.
Trade you my goat for your pig. When did credit cards came out? The booming 20s? The roaring 20s?
Roaring 20s. I don't know
Something
when
like-
it was.
It came out like 1920s or something. That's when like I'm
100
pretty
years
sure.
of credit cards.
That's either when
boys.
debit cards came out or credit cards came out.
Probably
But
credit
I'm
card.
pretty sure it was credit because people were just spending, and that's why the Great Depression kind of came in.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it was after the Roaring 20s is when the Great Depression. But yeah, so that's credit. So they haven't been around for a long time, and now we're at this point where you really can't live without them.
It's weird. It's strange.
It's Doctor Strange.
Credit cards. I used mine a couple times already.
You're fucked.
Yeah, I know. Dude, I spent like $15. Now I gotta pay it all back.
Imagine like at the end of the month, it just doesn't let you, and it's just like, nope, $30 minimum.
It's so weird, like
Society.
the things that people were telling me about it. Because I had some people that are like, never use a credit card, never use it.
Yeah, like,
and I was
the
like,
teacher's like, never use it unless you absolutely have to, and it's like, I guess, like,
and I was like, all right, like I stuck by that for a while. I was like, I'm not gonna get a credit card.
well, if you have a credit card and you don't use it, is your credit score good or bad, or is it just zero?
It helps. It does help because then like you're not getting into debt, but I don't think it helps it a lot from what I understood. So weird.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, the other thing I learned was like, let's say you have like a $500 limit, for example. It was like, at the end of the month, make sure you don't owe more than 20% or something like that.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't even know. Look, all I'm doing is whenever I use it, I'm gonna just pay it back because at least, even if my credit score doesn't go up a bunch, at least I'm not going into debt.
Yeah. I'll probably wait until next year before I get one.
Dude,
If I do, but
and it has that chip feature, the tap, and it looks like the other two debit cards I already have.
but vertical, what the hell?
I know this one's vertical and then this one's sideways.
What the
And then I get confused because this one's also white.
What is that?
Dude, I have so many cards. Like I have this one. I have this one. These are all debit. I only have one credit card. I have a bunch of debit cards
the hell is
for
this
different things. That's my one for school
Oh,
because I use it to get on the tracks for free.
why do you look stoned?
I don't know, but I do.
Dude, whip out all your cards right
I
now.
have 2 DoorDash debit cards.
The red card.
The red card.
Dude, you got any IDs? Go fish.
So
Go
dude-
credit.
Dude, look at the backs of them though. Look at all the bags. Just all these.
Pretty much the same. They all got the bird. They're all the exact same.
Dude, I also got 2. I have an All Stars bowling card and a Round 1 bowling card. I'm loaded with cards.
Dude, you just start handing them out. Here's my business card.
Super funny chimp
I
card.
got the super funny chimp. I like how no
My
one
driver.
can see these except
Yeah.
for me. You're just whipping out your wallet.
Dude, my
But-
wallet fits a lot of cards.
I was about to say let's compare IDs, but mine's in my car.
Oh,
Yeah, sadly.
sad.
It's a bad habit. I leave my wallet in my car.
I mean, at least you know when you drive it's there.
Yeah, because whenever I don't do that, then I forget it in my house. Bro.
This one's shiny too.
Yeah, for
Like
me.
slightly shiny. I know.
Is that just how they all are, or is that just their credit cards?
I don't know, because my debit card wasn't like that. My
Yeah, me
debit
neither.
card is only like that.
Yeah, mine's-
Oh, the other thing that I learned is good about credit cards is that, you know, if someone were to like steal your debit card, like there's no way for you to get that money back. Like the bank won't give it back to you, but if someone stole your credit card and they like spent stuff on it, the bank won't make you pay for it because technically it was their money.
Oh, yeah.
So as long as you like tell them that it wasn't you that spent that, then you'll be chilling.
But then they'll have to like conduct a
Yeah, but that's up to them, not to you.
yeah.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Good cards.
Good cards. Moral of the story: don't get any cards. They are the devil.
They are the devil.
Pay only with gold.
Gold the balloons that you find at the bottom of the golf lakes. Pay only in golf balls from now on. Been going for a bit here.
Yeah, we've been going for a bit. I don't actually remember what time we started, but I think we had a good run. Not bad. We're starting to get low.
Oh, yeah.
So I think we don't want to lose this podcast and have more technical problems.
If anything, we might release this one and then have the other ones come out later. It's gonna be confusing as all heck.
Yeah.
But if we can't figure out the other ones or get them in time, that's what's gonna happen. And we'll be able to explain better than waiting for those and then this one.
Yeah.
But if not, then you just won't hear this one for like a couple weeks from now.
But if you're hearing this now, then those weeks already passed.
But if you're hearing this now, it could actually be tomorrow, technically. Yeah, it's kind of like time travel. We're talking to people in the future.
Yeah.
That's what I think about videos. It's like a piece of time travel, or like pictures, like a photograph. Like that's a instant from like, let's say 1962, September 11th.
Yes, when the thing happened in 1962.
1962.
No, but yeah, it's like literally like a picture, a video. It's like those things happened, and we somehow captured that happened.
Like they're
And it's
captured.
saved.
We turned the world into pixels and captured it through time.
It's weird.
Even in photographs, like that's pixels. That's like physical pixels, technically.
Yeah.
Touchable pixels, bro.
It's just strange.
It is weird.
Anyway, we'll see you pixels next time, maybe.
We'll let you know a review on the Pixel movie, Pixel 2, coming out.
Dude, that could be first. We could make a movie review show, and then that's the first movie we do.
Pixel 2.
We got a lot of ideas for the channel, but
Got a lot of ideas.
it's gonna take some time before we actually do things.
Go check out my YouTube and SoundCloud, Salem on Deck.
And go check out
Should I throw a marker at it?
Spider in the room. That is scary.
It is awful.
It used to be up there.
Oh yeah, that's where it was.
Now it's right here. I hate that.
Hold on, wait.
We should leave the marker there so that if someone comes to clean it up, they just pick up the marker and just see the spider there. Two dudes don't want to touch a spider, but they really want to poke it.
Ugh.
I'm just waiting for it to jump. Dude, that'd be such a good place to put a jump scare.